Welcome back to Random Mind Spark, your trusted source for fascinating historical insights. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our enlightening content. Today, we're about to embark on an exciting journey, one that takes us back to the roots of American history. We're diving headfirst into the life of a man whose name resonates with every American, a man whose legacy continues to shape the United States as we know it today. Yes, we're talking about none other than the first president of the United States, George Washington. Known as a trailblazer, a visionary, and a leader, George Washington was not just a president, but also the architect of a new nation. So buckle up, sit tight, and let's delve into the life of this extraordinary individual. Have you ever wondered how much you really know about the first president of the United States? It's a question that sparks curiosity, isn't it? You see, the first presidency wasn't just a role, it was a precedent, a blueprint that would shape the future of this great nation. This was a position of immense responsibility, and the man who took on this role, well, he was truly remarkable. In this video, we'll embark on a journey through time, tracing the life of this extraordinary individual. We'll start at the beginning with his early life and childhood, then we'll follow his path to military fame and ultimately to the presidency. We'll explore his legacy and even get a glimpse of the man behind the title. We're not just talking about a president here, we're talking about a trailblazer, a visionary, and a leader. So, let's delve into the life of a man who became the first leader of a new nation. Born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia, our first president wasn't born into the role. George Washington's early years were as humble as they come. The first son of Augustine Washington and his second wife, Mary Ball Washington, George was born into a world of colonial plantations and British rule. His father's death when he was just 11 years old marked a significant turning point, forcing him to take on responsibilities far beyond his years. His education was modest, mainly focusing on mathematics, surveying, the classics, and plantation management. Still, it was his relentless curiosity and thirst for knowledge that set him apart. He had a passion for reading, particularly military history and agricultural manuals, which would later play a significant role in his life. Growing up, Washington spent his youth divided between the Ferry Farm on the Rappahannock River and his half-brother's plantation, Mount Vernon. His experiences working the land, combined with his surveying work for Lord Fairfax, gave him an intimate understanding of the land and its people, shaping his character and his views on leadership and governance. His early life was marked by significant losses, hardships, and responsibilities. But these experiences, rather than breaking him, molded him. They instilled in him the virtues of resilience, leadership, and a deep sense of responsibility, values that would guide him throughout his life and eventually to the presidency. His early life, filled with experiences and hardships, molded him into the leader he would become. The journey to the presidency was paved with battles, both literal and metaphorical. Indeed, our protagonist's military career was a significant part of his journey to becoming the first president of the United States. In the mid-18th century, during the French and Indian War, he served as an officer in the Virginia militia. This war was a crucial testing ground for the future president. He learned the art of warfare, honed his leadership skills, and experienced firsthand the complexities of military and political alliances. These lessons would prove invaluable in the years to come. As the tension between the American colonies and the British government escalated, our protagonist was called upon once again to serve in a military capacity. This time, he was tasked with leading the Continental Army during the American Revolution. The odds were stacked against them. They were underfunded, under-provisioned, and outgunned by the world's most powerful military force. Yet, under his command, the Continental Army held its ground and eventually clinched a victory that changed the course of history. His leadership during the American Revolution was nothing short of exemplary. He demonstrated an uncanny ability to motivate his troops and maintain morale in the face of adversity. His strategic acumen, coupled with his unyielding resolve, turned the tide in favor of the American forces. His victories at Trenton and Princeton, among others, were pivotal moments in the war that bolstered the American cause and gave hope to a nascent nation. In the aftermath of the American Revolution, his military success and unassailable reputation propelled him into the national spotlight. His peers, recognizing his leadership and dedication to the American cause, unanimously elected him as the President of the Constitutional Convention. This pivotal role, in turn, paved the way for his election as the first President of the United States. His leadership in war and peace set the stage for his election as the first President of the United States. His military career, marked by courage, strategic brilliance, and unwavering dedication, was a key stepping stone on his path to the presidency. In 1789, our first president took office, setting precedents that still hold today. His presidency was a time of great challenges, yet he navigated these with a wisdom and statesmanship that set the tone for future leaders of our nation. He assembled a cabinet of highly skilled individuals, a team of rivals, as some historians have called it. This strategic move would ensure a range of perspectives were considered in decision-making processes. His cabinet included prominent figures like Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, each contributing their unique insights and expertise to shape the nation. His policies during his presidency were a blend of pragmatism and vision. He signed the Tariff Act, which sought to protect American industry, and the Judiciary Act, which established the federal judiciary system. These acts laid the groundwork for a strong national economy and a robust legal framework, essential pillars of our nation. However, his presidency was not without its challenges. He faced the Whiskey Rebellion, an uprising by farmers in Pennsylvania against a federal tax on whiskey. His response demonstrated the strength of the new federal government and the lengths he was willing to go to preserve law and order. Perhaps one of the most notable aspects of his presidency was his decision to step down after 2 terms in office. This act was unheard of at the time, with many expecting him to stay in power for life. But he believed in the principles of democracy, and his decision set a precedent that would be followed by future presidents until the 22nd Amendment made it law. His legacy remains in the precedents he set and the nation he helped shape. His presidency was a testament to his leadership, his vision, and his unwavering commitment to the country he loved. He left an indelible mark on our nation, a legacy that continues to influence the way we think about leadership and the presidency today. The first president was more than a title. He was a man of character and principle. From his humble beginnings through his illustrious military career to his transformative presidency, his life was a testament to his indomitable spirit. His legacy, etched in the annals of American history, still resonates today, shaping the United States as we know it. He was a leader, a warrior, and a president. But above all, he was a man who dedicated his life to his country. Our journey through the life of America's first president has been nothing short of remarkable. We've explored his early life, his military career, his presidency, and the man he was beyond his title. His story serves as a reminder of the power of determination, resilience, and unwavering commitment to one's country. As we reflect on his legacy, we are inspired to strive for the same level of dedication in our own lives. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey. If you found this video insightful and enjoyed our deep dive into the life of a remarkable leader, please show your support by hitting the like button. Sharing this video helps us reach more history enthusiasts like you. And don't forget to subscribe to Random Mind Spark for more fascinating insights into the lives of historical figures. Until next time, keep the spark of curiosity alive.